always too busy in our own business, right? We're always, we don't really, like, we love teaching and stuff like that, and I know Adam's the same way as I do. But this isn't our, I guess, how do I want to say it, Adam? This isn't our primary function in life, is to be like, the guru internet marketer types.
It's
So what we've been doing is ever since, I guess it was a few days before Christmas when me and Adam got on the phone and we're like comparing us with our 2014, and we sat down. We're like, hey, what have you been up to and everything, and that, like, what was supposed to be like a 15-minute conversation turned into like 2 hours of just talking about like all these things that we've been doing to get clients in the door lately. And matter of fact, that conversation actually resulted in Adam forming an entirely new company, and I'll let Adam talk about that a little bit later if he wants to. But that's why I like talking with Adam all the time, as much as absolute possible. And when he starts talking about getting clients, or when he starts talking about his offline business, you can damn sure bet that whatever I had going on in my calendar that day, I took it off, because no matter if I was sharing stuff with him or if he was sharing stuff with me, we're both going to walk away more profitable because of that conversation. Wouldn't you agree, Adam?
Oh, absolutely. It's stuff like that. What Robert was just talking about, he introduced me to somebody else, and we just started up a company going after just lawyers. Already got clients coming in the door, and we are ready to take this company to 7 figures this year. Just me and one other person based off an introduction from Robert. So, yeah.
And remember, that happened just a couple of weeks ago. That happened while everybody else was like sipping eggnog and watching A Christmas Story. That introduction did. And so, they're already getting clients and everything. So that's just how fast this stuff can happen, guys. So the training today, we're already at 8 minutes after. We're not going to stall again. It's 3 brand new client getting hacks that me and Adam have been working on and shared with each other and have tested thoroughly. Because remember, before you even see anything that I bring to you or Adam brings to you and everything, we're on our own mad scientist lab, like cooking this stuff up and testing stuff. So before we even show you anything, this is stuff that we've already refined and tested. We know it works, but we also keep our ear to the ground enough to know that nobody else out there is doing this. So these are 3 client getting hacks that, can you go back real quick so I can read that screen? 3 client getting hacks that get clients to come to you almost immediately, okay? One ethical but still really kind of sneaky trick that starts an all-out bidding war between potential clients for your services. And this is crazy powerful. So this is one reason you really want to have a pen and paper on hand. How we use a little-known, almost free service that implants your message directly to your clients so they have no choice but to hear it, and they will call you up and thank you for it right before they pull out the credit card to order your services. I love that one. The real hands-off method for client generation that no one else teaches because they don't know them. But we've been quietly using these in our own businesses. And it was from that conversation earlier or actually late 2014 that we were like, we got to teach this stuff. And how to use these extremely powerful hacks to have more high-paying clients in 2015 that you thought was possible. And the automation tricks we use as well. So not only are we going to show you this stuff, we're actually going to show you how to automate it so you don't have to do any work. And that's what I really love about it, because I'm a lazy person. So right now, close Facebook, close your Twitter, close your email, take notes, whether it's on Notepad or you have a Word doc out or whatever. If you use a Mac, you can pull up Pages or something to take notes with, because you're going to want to refer back to some of the stuff we're talking about and stay to the end, because we're actually giving away an entire campaign and even paying for all the costs involved. Even though it's, everything we teaching you is very, very cost effective to do for one person that we're going to select, we're going to do the legwork for you, give you a proven campaign that you can take and run with right now. First of all, just a little bit about me. I know a lot of you have already know me, so I'm not going to take a whole lot of time talking about myself. I don't like to talk about myself much, but if you don't know me, I'm an 8-year Navy veteran. I was an active duty submariner from 96 to 2000 and in active reserves, mastered arms. After 9/11, I got called back up. Mastered arms is basically military police and anti-terrorism in the Navy. I dropped out of college in 2004 with 1 semester left, and that was because I wanted to be. I'd read about being this lifestyle businessman and or business person or whatever, and I knew that if I didn't give it my 100%, I was going to fail. The plan was to go to law school after college, and I knew that I could always go back and do that last semester one more again, and then go to law school. I'm glad to say that it's been over 10 years now, and I have not gone back to college yet, and I do not plan on doing it. If I'm not working, you can find me outside. I'm always outside. I'm just a regular guy. I'm always in the woods with my dogs and everything like that. If you're Facebook friends with me, you'll notice I don't post a whole lot. I don't post pictures of me on the beach or doing crazy stuff like that. And there's for one reason only, because a lot of my clients are Facebook friends with me too. And if I posted a lot of pictures of me on crazy vacations everywhere, they're going to be, hey, this guy's not really working. Well, the thing is, I have automated system in place, so I don't have to be at the computer 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, taking care of my clients. I have automated systems in place, and that's a lot of what we're going to talk about now. But I do get to sneak off every once in a while. I try to take a vacation every 2 months, once every 8 weeks, basically. So you see the me holding a coffee cup up in the upper right-hand corner. That's in May. I went and snuck over to Italy. I don't even speak Italian. And I went for 3 days, and then I came back for 5 days, and then I went back to Italy. And then I got a client, and I don't even speak Italian, and I got a client while I was in Milan, Italy. You can go to the next one real quick. Oh, there it is. All right, so in 2004, I started online. 2006, I founded my first offline business consulting firm. 2008, I had 14 employees in my Atlanta office. But in '09, I realized I don't want to be tied to an office anymore, so I downsized. I fired 170 clients. I kept a few, but I earned more revenue by taking them to bigger heights. 2010 was my first year of over $1 million in online sales. 2010, I started teaching marketing online, but I've always done it part-time. I'm not one of those full-time guru kind of people, and I never will be. I just teach what I do in my own businesses. At 2013, I had my own my own event with a couple of other guys. It's the only event I've ever hosted. It was called the Breakout Event, and a lot of people got a lot out of that. And in 2014, last year, I revamped my entire consulting business model yet again, because I'm always reinventing and basically testing to see what works better. And it's always getting more efficient, so where I touch almost nothing, right? I check in with my people. They let me know what's going on. My clients don't even know my name. Well, 50% of them don't even know my name, right? So anyway.
All right. Here we go, guys. Mine is a lot less glamorous than that, but everybody, can we take a few minutes in the chat box? Thanks, and thank Robert for his service. After seeing his resume before, internet marketing makes mine look a little pathetic. There we go, Kathy. Whenever you guys get a chance, thank a vet. All right, my name is Adam Jacobs. Some of you guys may have seen me around. I used to do online marketing with another gentleman, but got out of the game. I actually finished college. I didn't drop out my last semester, but it was just barely. What happened was I needed a C+ in my last class to graduate, and I got a B. So I officially graduated college with an MIS degree and a 2.001 GPA. Moved to the Lake of the Ozarks to bartend for 4 or 5 years. If you guys aren't from the Midwest, Lake of the Ozarks is basically just a big man-made body of water where people go to have a good time. Nothing else there but bars and more bars. Screwed off for 4 years there. Found online marketing and haven't had a job since. Woke up one day in Lake of the Ozarks, realized if I didn't get out of there right then and there, I would wake up one day and be 55 and still waiting tables. Knew I didn't want to do that, so I moved back to Illinois, found internet marketing, and literally haven't been employed since about 2006. Robert said something about being unemployable in the hats. Once you get to a certain point of not going to a job for a certain amount of time, it literally becomes where you're unemployable. There couldn't be somebody that could come along and hire me because I wouldn't know how to function. Started with free traffic in 2007. It literally took me 6 months to figure out exactly what ClickBank did. I'd log into the site, I'd look around, I could not figure out ClickBank for 6 months. I was making money with AdSense and free traffic using Squidoo and different things. I actually stumbled into working with clients in 2009. Out at dinner, talking to an owner of a restaurant, said something about needing clients. I was like, oh, I can help you out, and basically stumbled my way into that client. Um, from there, I went on to do direct mail exclusively to get clients. We're talking about 2009. Facebook ad platform was out, but it wasn't what it is today. I dove into direct mail like most people never will. Some of the stories I'll tell you later on about some of the stuff I put in the mail will just blow you away. But that's what I did to build up a company. I actually built it up to almost 6 figures per month in revenue. I ended up winding that company down. Kept a few clients, like Robert says, but basically got rid of most of them. The reason was I was good at scaling and getting clients. Wasn't very good at that point of running a real business and having all my systems in place. Then I went into the teaching for about 2 years, took on a business partner. Some of you guys might have been on webinars. We've done some in the past with Ryan and its other iterations of online marketing. In 2013 of May, I tired of launching products, tired of having people take my courses and not do anything with it, walked away from a mid-6-figure year partnership and just walked away from it clean. Went underground and started up 2 different offline consulting companies and have been killing it with that ever since. So pictures on the left, at the top left one is me and my now wife at the Today Show in New York City. Below that, she surprised me with Giants tickets, so we went to a game there. On the right, we're at the Rams game, and apparently we were on TV, and everybody started blowing up our cell phones with pictures of us at the Rams game. And the top right is my stepson, Augie. We're in a little town called Grafton, Illinois, overlooking the river and having some wine. So, Robert already went over this, guys. Years sneak up on you pretty quickly. January's almost over. Before you guys know it, it's going to be April, it's going to be May, it's going to be June, and then you're going to be playing catch up, and you're not going to get caught up. 2015 will literally be gone before it even starts for most of you. I know 2012 was like that for me. The year just almost got away from me. I didn't get much done. So what we're going to talk about today, reliable client prospecting that requires zero technical knowledge. There are a lot of ways to get clients out there. Most of them require some sort of system. You run Facebook ads. You got a squeeze page that leads to a sales page that leads to an OTO page that does all this stuff. And it's confusing. It's usually not reliable. Your numbers can change very quickly. With what we're going to talk about today, there's going to be no need for paid ads, confusing variable pricing, no complicated web setups, autoresponders, webinars, nothing. Works to bring in clients all day, every day, and will work without you even touching it. The idea of building a system is you just turn it on and your phone starts ringing. All right, before I get into this right now, what niches are there out there right now where you can go grab somebody's cell phone number who would be willing to buy products from you and you can call them? What are some big niches where you can get the company or the client's cell phone number? Anybody? There we go.
Let's see it in the chat box, guys. Yeah.
Yep. We got real estate, we got construction, roofer, plumber, basically real estate, and then a lot of blue collar niches. You can get them on their cell phone. Contractors always have their cell phone. Real estate, if you go to Zillow and just scrape those numbers, you're going to have tons of cell phone numbers. Now, how many people here would like to be able to call up these people, not talk to them, and go straight to the voicemail? Let me repeat that. How many people here would like to call somebody's cell phone number, skip over the ringing, and just go directly to their voicemail? Let me show you this real quick. Hold on, guys.
Getting a lot of wows, sure, yes, sounds awesome, hell yes, that would be cool, me. This is really cool, too.
This is what me and Robert were talking about before Christmas, and I showed him this, and he stopped talking for a couple minutes. I was like, you still there? He goes, yeah, I'm just sending a note to my team to have them get started with this tomorrow. There's a service out there called SlideDial that I did not know about till probably the middle of November. What this does is allow you to upload a list of cell phone numbers. You upload a pre-recorded message. It will not ring their phone. It will just leave them a voicemail and show a missed call from whatever phone number you want. Let me repeat that. You upload a list of phone numbers. You got to sit there and click a few buttons for it to keep going. but it will upload or it will leave a voicemail with the message that you recorded and your number on the caller ID. How many realtors do you know that call back voicemails very quickly? If you guys left 100 voicemails for realtors every single day, do you think you'd get some calling you back and asking you what the hell you wanted and if you were taking on clients? Does everybody see the power here? Has
Keep in,
anybody seen stuff like this before?
keep in mind that when they call you back, that's no longer a cold lead. So you're not cold calling. You're talking to an answering machine, or better yet, sending a message to an answering machine, or 100 or 200 answering machines, or voicemails rather. And when they call you back, they've already heard your message. They know exactly what you're calling them about. So when they call back, that's a warm lead. They're calling back for more information. The people that don't want to hear from you, they're just not going to call you back. So you don't have to worry about rejection at all, because by the time the phone rings, you know, hey, this person already has heard from me. They already know what I called them about. I'm going to pick up the phone, answer their questions, and I'm going to take the damn order. That's what I love about this.
You bypass the chance of talking on the phone. Somebody brought up Mark Helton's voice prospector. The reason I like this better is you don't have to sit there and wait for somebody to press one and be contacted and they're like, what's this about? You can leave the voicemail and it sounds like you called them up personally and you left them a personal voicemail. Um, there's no press one. It's just all callback, guys. Now, if you guys actually dive into the slide dial and look into it and see what it does, and you use this today or tomorrow, I guarantee you, if you go after contractors or realtors, you'll have 4 or 5 phone calls from people that will be like, hey, I got your message. I want to talk to you a little more about it. You can start getting clients today. Now, do you guys want to see how to leave 1,000 voicemails at one time with one click of a button?
You're getting yes, wow, what happens? Oh my God, yes, 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 yes. It's going crazy in there.
I know. Well, if you guys want to see how to leave 1,000 voicemails using a similar service with just one push of the button, slide dial, you do have to scroll through and keep clicking buttons to leave voicemails. If you stick around to the end, I will show you how to push just a few buttons and leave 1,000 voicemails at a time. I don't suggest doing it because your phone will never stop ringing for the next couple days. It's actually too powerful to get clients. Real quick, somebody says how to get cell phone numbers. Go to Zillow. Almost every realtor on there has their cell phone number. Any type of real estate site like that, they all have their cell phone numbers. All right, I'm going to get back into this. Has anybody else seen anything like this before or heard about this on a webinar besides the few that were on my webinar the other day?
Getting no, no,
I'm just
no.
making sure I'm not talking about stuff that everybody else is talking about.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back in here. So here's how it works. You record a message. So if we're going out to realtors, what can you sell them? You can sell them Facebook traffic to fill their open houses. Facebook's got an ad preset where you can just target people who are getting ready to buy houses. You can target people who have kids under 3 years of age, which means they might be looking for bigger houses. There's a lot of stuff you can offer realtors that just leave a message and they'll call you back. Get qualified prospects' phone numbers. All you got to do is go to Zillow. Pick a city and just grab 50 cell phone numbers from there. Shoot out the message and wait for callbacks, guys. This is as simple as it gets. Somebody said do social media for them? Yes. Now, what I just said here, if you guys stick around to the end of the call, we'll show you how to automate this where you don't have to push any buttons but one to click start, and the system will go out and leave 1,000 voicemails, 5,000, 10,000 voicemails for you, and you can have whatever callback number you want. Guys, this is something that's too powerful that if you do it wrong or do it too much, you will literally not be able to get off the phone for a couple days. Okay, the only downside to this, which everybody keeps asking about the cell phone numbers in here, is that there's certain niches, lawyers, chiropractors, dentists, doctors, plastic surgeons, the high-end niches, where you're not just going to go out there and be able to find their cell phone numbers. Is there a way to possibly tap into some database to get their cell phone numbers? I don't know. There might be. But this works in limited niches where you can get the cell phone numbers easily. Unfortunately, it doesn't work so well with white-collar niches with a ton of money. So let's talk about conventional acquisition methods. Everybody on here knows the most conventional client acquisition methods. Who on here wants to list everything? We got cold calling up here. What are some other ways to get clients? Cold emails,
Let's see. Cold emails,
networking,
network meetings, walk in.
door knocking. I like that. Lumpy mail. All right. You guys have covered most of them. I'm going to go through them right now and talk to you about them. Cold calling. Put a 1 in the chat box right now if you absolutely love cold calling. Oh, that's why the negative ones were coming in. I was wondering about those negative ones. All right, we do actually have 2 or 3 people on here who actually like to cold call. The majority of people, if there was a guaranteed payoff, if they picked up the phone and call a potential client, would still not call that client. The reward of money is just not worth it to most people to even get on the phone. Emailing for clients. How many people have emailed for clients? Just shot off cold emailers. I've built scrapers to get emails. Who here has had a ton of success with that? Not just I landed a client or two. Who's got a reliable system that no matter what happens, you'll be able to send out email, email, email? Exactly. Everybody here has tried it in some way. It's the easy way to go. You get horrible open rates, very little response, technical challenges to scale up, and you get people, hey, stop spamming me, take me off your email list. You got to have thick skin just to move through that. Facebook ads. This is actually an interesting way to go, but you have to find your targets. You have to build a sales funnel, make sure it works, spend money to test it. Hope you can get clients for reasonable prices. Any niche I've gone into to run Facebook ads to actually get paying clients, I've always gotten in there good, and then my rates just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up. The cost per click just keeps going up, and the thing is, it's never going to go back down. The only direction it's going to go is back up. So you can't set a consistent schedule of, hey, I'm going to spend $50 and get this many leads, because $50 this week won't get you as many leads as $50 next week. And you have to interrupt them in a no-selling environment to get their attention. How many people on here have pounded the pavement, hit the streets? Walk in, just knock on doors. Everybody
Yeah, I
says
did
yes,
notice a couple of people
hallelujah.
say they had knocked on doors before, which is awesome.
But here's the problem. You're trading time for very little return. You can go out there for 8 hours a day, knock on doors. Will you get some interest? Yes. Will you get a lot of doors slammed in your face? Yes. But how do you multiply that? Let's say you want to scale up. You're doing good knocking on doors. Are you going to train somebody else to go out there and knock on doors for you? Now, I salute everybody who's gone through this and done it. If you're a real entrepreneur, at some point you went out there to get clients and you started knocking on doors. I've done it. I'm not going to speak for Robert, but I've been out there. I've had doors slammed in my face. I've been cussed at. I've had people say, hey, come on in. That's exactly what we're looking for. It's not repeatable. It's not a system. Networking. Everybody's like, go to Chamber of Commerce. Go to BNI. Talk to them. Get some business from them. BNI is set up to drive more business to a roofer or to your contractor or whoever else, the banker. If you sell them services, they expect a discount. Now, Chambers of Commerce can be a good way if you get the Chamber of Commerce blessing and offer a service to their members. But still, it's a process, and there's only one Chamber of Commerce in your area. Then you're start trying to go out there and hit up all these Chamber of Commerce. It's a time commitment. And everybody wants a deal. Why wouldn't they? You're all in the same club. Bullshit, don't work, bro. Yeah, this stuff, whenever I see a course that talks about networking or how to get 5 clients, go to your BNI, go to your Chamber of Commerce. I challenge anybody here to go to their Chamber of Commerce for the first time and start selling right away. Let me know how that goes for you. What is left? What haven't we covered? BNI, people are crazy. We've gone through 5. What haven't we covered? All right, we got a newspapers, television, radio, all of those might work. Never done them. There's no need to. They're too expensive. That's too variable. What we're going to talk about right now is client getting hack number 2. If I could show you a way to start getting in front of your dream clients without you having to pick up a phone, set up a paid ad campaign, fire up your email or anything else, would you be interested? That's a real question. Nope, not kidding. It's a real question. All right. What do you think of when someone says direct mail? What's the first thing? I've been teaching this stuff for a while. What's the first thing you runs through your mind when somebody says direct mail and talks about client getting? Yeah, we got the whole list of it. Time consuming, expensive, costly, gets thrown in the mail, low open response rates, excitement, the cost, postcard. All right. If you're not using direct mail in your business, I guarantee you it's going to be a rough next year, 2, 3 years. The reason is everything online is changing all the time. So you can't set something up now and ride it all the way through this year, next year, without totally fundamentally changing everything in your business. Most people say it's too expensive, don't know how to get started, don't know how to find prospects, don't know what to say in a mailing, never saw a complete overview of the process from beginning to end, or all of the above. Do you guys want to see how you can do direct mail in a way that I can guarantee you will get open, I guarantee you'll get read, and I guarantee it'll make you stand out from everybody else? Guys, we need some interaction in this chat box. 30% of you guys are sleeping. All right, give me 1 second here. Right on results. How many people have sent direct mail out with a handwritten envelope on it? The first thing is a handwritten addressed envelope will get opened 100 times. I'm just making this number up because I don't know the exact number. It will get opened every single time. Very rarely, if there's a stamp on it and a hand addressed envelope, will it get thrown away. Let's move on here. What about if you had just a printed out letter, but you signed your name to it at the bottom here and put a little note here? Do you think that would help your conversion rates after they've opened it? What if you guys added a sticky note to it and you could sub in 500 names for here and have this all done for you? Right on results will take your direct mail. You can upload a list of them. They will hand address an envelope. They will print out your direct mail piece. They will write whatever you want on the bottom with real handwriting by real people. They will add a stick-it note to every single thing that you put in the mail, and they'll do it all for you. So imagine this. Direct mail, you got a hand addressed envelope with a real stamp on it. They print out your letter. At the bottom, they sign your name and they write a PS or whatever else you want down here. So now there's handwriting on the envelope, there's handwriting on the letter, and then they'll go the extra step and put a sticky note on it. Do you think if a business owner or gatekeeper or whoever handles the mail opens that, do you think they pass it along to the person it was addressed to? A lot of people saying I would, I would. Yeah, you're standing out from the crowd. It looks like a lot more personal message than some mail drop of 5,000 pieces that they know is trash and they throw in the trash without any worry. If you do a handwritten note or a handwritten envelope with a handwritten spot at the bottom with a PS saying, hey, I'll call you Thursday about this letter, it's going to get delivered because it's a lot more personal. You add that sticky note, boom. You guys are off and cooking with gas, and you're going to stand out from everybody else out there. Do you guys see how this is different than what 95% of the population is doing? How many people are going to look into using handwritten stuff this year? And guys, I can't handwrite for shit. I literally don't think my handwriting is literally legible anymore. I don't know how to do it. I haven't done it for so long. I don't know how to do it. I send handwritten stuff out all the time, and I get calls from people saying, "Hey, thanks for the letter. What exactly do you got going on? If I wanted to sign up, how much is it? Yada yada yada." You have the law of reciprocity. I know I said that all wrong for some reason. I can't say that word. You took the time to put a post-it note on there. Nobody does that. It looks like everything went through your hands before it got sent out in the mail. This is a huge difference than the automated mail drops everybody else is sending.
Can I butt in for just a second here, Adam?
Yeah.
I just want to say that I saw a comment in here. I think it was from John. It says, "Wow, old school still works." John, you don't know how right you are. Old school works better now than it did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or even 50 years ago when direct mail was pretty much still in its infancy. Why? Well, think about the last time you checked your email. 237 messages and 232 of them were spam. Now think about the last time you went to your went out to your physical mailbox, opened it up, and pulled out something other than, you know, a flyer or a car dealership thing, and looked at a white envelope or a red envelope or whatever kind of envelope that had a hand addressed to you other than a Christmas card from grandma or from your sister down the road or something like that. It doesn't happen
How many
anymore. And
how
that
many
is
times do you even
exactly
see the
why.
stamp? How many times do you see
Exactly.
a stamp in your mail? That right there, that stamp stands out so much now because everything's just auto postmarked.
And that's exactly why direct mail is what you know 5 years ago people were like, well, nobody's going to be mailing each other anymore. Bullshit. This is the time right now. While everybody's zigging, you're going to zag and you're going to get a whole lot more clients way easier in the process.
No, here's what's really going to happen. Everybody else out there who wants to start an offline business is going to spend the first 6 months of this year creating the perfect online sales funnel, testing ads, tracking, using tracking pixels. By 6 months from now, they're going to get dialed in. They're going to be ready to go. You know what's going to happen? Facebook's going to change something. Something's going to change. And they're going to spend the next 3 months redoing it. You guys can get this going today, start getting clients next week, and then you can automate all this where all you do is sit back and answer the phone. That's what we want for you guys to do. Is just sit back, answer the phone with people who are ready, willing, able to pay you money, who are calling. All they need is a little clarification. Hey, how do I pay you? Hey, how do I get signed up? Hey, I got a few questions about this. If you guys master direct mail, you won't have to worry about a funnel breaking. You won't have to worry about any website's terms of service. You won't have to even hear the word black hat or spammer. All you do is have this stuff done for you every single day. And if you do it every single day, at the end of this year, you will have more money in the bank than you ever have in your life.
Yeah,
Niche,
definitely. And two more quick things that I want to interrupt you on. I'm sorry about this
you're
because
fine.
I'm interrupting your presentation here. You know, a couple of people are speaking up in the chat box. They're like, yeah, I tried direct mail once. Like John just said, I spent $1,000 one time and made $7,000. Another person said, hey, you know, about that website you just showed us, you know, I mean, what's the average cost? Actually, what I do a lot of times, and that website that Adam just showed you is awesome. But if you've got a Facebook friend that lives in your town that's a stay-at-home mom, get her to address them. For $50, $75, $100, she'll sit there and watch soap operas and watch your kids while she's hand addressing envelopes for you, and she'll love every minute of it, I promise. And that's how I get mine hand addressed. And I'm absolutely serious on that. Sorry about that, AJ. Go
No,
ahead, bud.
you're fine, and that's a great thing that he's talking about. He does that because you can get your costs down doing that. I'm not going to tell you any set numbers on these because stuff like this you have to get a quote. And what I want to tell you right now, for anybody that hops off the call right after this, says, screw these guys, I'm not listening to another word, I'm going to go do this right now. Everything is subjective with these companies. The more you order, the cheaper it is, and they never have a final price. So go in there with an idea. They give you a quote, oh, man, I can't do it for that, but I could do it for this. Or just go have somebody in your town do it. If they can write one letter or one envelope, one bottom of a letter, and one post-it note, say it takes them 6 minutes to do that. If they do 10 in an hour, pay them $1 an hour or $1 per letter, they're going to make $10 an hour cash just messing off. And you're going to get them a lot cheaper. So guys, if you start using this type of stuff right here, what I'm showing you, you're going to stand out from everybody else that lands in their physical mailbox, and you're going to have the human connection that nobody else is going to have. These companies don't do this, and that's why it works so goddamn well. And you're not going to be struggling with all this other stuff. I know so many people have been perfecting their sales funnel for 2 years, but have never contacted a client.
Trust me, there's a reason that me and AJ are willing to give people that like you that are on our list this training because this is unsaturatable. We could only take so many damn clients. And the moment we put out an email, a direct mail blast, our phones are ringing for 5 to 7 business days straight. We can only take on so many clients. This is unsaturatable also because there's 400 new businesses in the U.S. starting up every single day. Every one of those businesses need the services that you provide. Social media, you know, SEO, anything that you provide, all those people, they need to get the word out about their business. There's no way that this is going to get saturated from us telling you this right now.
Yeah, and the other thing is, there's a feeling you get that most people on this call don't have right now, but I want you guys to all experience, and Robert's been there. Say you spend a couple hours, you put together a direct mail campaign, you either go to UPS, USPS, or they come and pick it up. From the moment it leaves your hands till the 2 days till it hits their doorstep, there's this feeling in your stomach that you know you're about to get phone calls and you couldn't stop them if you wanted to. The ball's already rolling downhill and you can't go out there and pull it back. You can't stop your campaign. You can't take down your landing page. It's already there. You're going to get calls whether you want to or not. And it kind of saves you from yourself. As soon as the stuff out the door, all you do is sit there and wait. That phone starts ringing and it's game time. So guys, I just showed you how to solve all the problems with direct mail. People think it's time consuming. They think it takes a lot of money. I'm not going to give you an exact quote on what Right On Results does or does not do for pricing. You can go there, call them up, and just work with them. Tell them you're looking to mail out 500 in a month, but you want to do 50 as a test case. They'll give you a good rate to get you on the hook for the rest of it. And this is what we just went over. I just showed you a cheap way to do mass direct mail that you can start with today. There's no reason for you guys to sit around for 3 weeks and just put your direct mail piece together, then wait for your new printer to come with your new ink. Just hand it off to somebody that'll do this all day, or do what Robert said. Find somebody on Craigslist or Facebook or somebody you know. Everybody knows somebody who's unemployed, and say, hey, I need these 50 letters signed, this PS written, and this envelopes. How much are you doing for? Oh, cool, give me 20 bucks, I'll do them. Sold, come on over, or do it from home and just drop them off. This can be done very, very cheap. This is what we were just talking about. Why direct mail stands head and shoulders above everything else when done correctly. It can't break down. Once you have a system in place, all you got to do is keep doing the system. It grabs their attention and lets them know that you are a real company. How many people on this call are worried about not being taken seriously, or I don't have 500 clients to show them, or I don't have a website? You use direct mail, you're automatically a player in this game. Very few people do it, and if you do it personalized like I just showed you there, you stand out from everybody else out there. There's big companies spending tens of thousands of dollars. Your little couple dollars you spend will stand out from all those big mail drops. It turns a cold lead into a warm prospect even if they don't contact you. You do what I just showed you there with the hand-addressed envelope, the Post-it note, the PS written on the bottom. When you call up that company to check and make sure they got your letter, it's not a cold call anymore. You've taken the time to write stuff on paper, even though you didn't do it, and you send it to them. You've gone further in the relationship than most companies ever will with them, and you've never talked to them. And here's where it stands out more than anything for me. Allows you to laser target who you want for a client. Let's say you find somebody who's doing Google AdWords. They're also paying for Yellow Pages. They're also paying for Yelp listings. So these people are just hemorrhaging money everywhere. With direct mail, you can spend a few extra dollars and really amp up your direct mail and just go after that person hardcore. You can't really fire up a Facebook ad to that single person. If you email, it won't get open. With direct mail, you guys can cherry pick your clients. Want to impress a potential client and do zero work on your part? Want to look as authentic as humanly possible? Watch this. All right. What I'm about to share with you guys here, we don't have NDA signed up. I need everybody's word that you're not going to go out there and show this off to anybody. I have never talked about this publicly. Me and Robert, we were on a roll before Christmas on a call, and it just slipped out, or else I wouldn't even have told him. So then once I told him, he wouldn't shut up until I went all the way out. Does everybody on this call promise not to take this and blab this everywhere? Consider your NDA. And guys, I'm serious. What I'm about to show you here is something really cool, and I promise you've never seen it before. I even told people on my list, if you guys seen this before and you can document me some product that talked about this, shoot it over to me afterwards and I'll send you $250 cash, PayPal on the spot. That's how confident I am that nobody's ever talked about this before. Competitor research with limited spots, client getting hacked. All right, you guys ready? Pen and paper? We'll go over that one. All right. Let's say you create an SEO audit for a company and mail it to them. Let's say it's SEO, you could do a pay-per-click audit, whatever you want. You do some type of research, and there's automated tools. I'll show you how to do all this. And you print out this nice 12-page competitor intelligence or just website intelligence on company A. They don't ask for it. You just send it. What do you think their response will be? You do all this work, you use systems, you get this thing, you put it in a binder, it looks cool and everything, you send it out to them. They didn't ask for it. You're just going to go to impress right out the gate. Will they even look at it? Yes or no?
A few yeses, a few no's, a few maybes.
And some people
Yeah,
straddle the fence
basically.
with the maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Hedging the bets.
So here's the thing. I did this. Bright idea. I'm going to make a shit ton of money. I'm just going to go do this. They're going to be so blown away. These people are going to be begging to work with me. Guess what? I spent thousands of dollars and maybe got a few phone calls. I think at the end I totaled it up. I spent like $720 for every phone call I got doing this. I am sending them valuable intelligence on their own business that they don't know, and they couldn't care less. Now, do you think we can twist this up and make this into a method that will just spit out cash? It'd be a horrible lead-in if I said, no, we can't. Let's move on. All right. Okay. This is the better way, and this is something, like I said, it slipped out with Robert, then he begged me and I had to tell him, so he talked me into putting this in this. So let's create that same SEO audit for one big company. Let's call them Company A in the niche you're targeting. So let's say dentist in Charlotte, North Carolina. We pick out a dentist in Charlotte, North Carolina that's just dominating online. So we run this SEO report for them. We do all this stuff. We got it bundled up. It looks nice. We have their name on it. Everything in this 12 report is for that company. Now, what do you think we're going to do with that report? We're going to print out that SEO audit, prepare the direct mail letter talking to that client, tell them that you prepared this SEO audit just for them, and you can only work with one dentist in Charlotte. There we go. Some people are getting it. Then list, hey, I'm sending this to you because you requested it. We can only work with one dentist in Charlotte. Here's a list of 4 to 5 other companies that we're going to send this to if you do not get back to me within 3 days. Now, what we do is we mail that same SEO audit to Company A's competitors, address the packaging to Company B, and then insert Company A's SEO audit into it. What happens next? Company B gets competitive intelligence they believe Company A. The direct mail piece lays out exactly what you propose for Company A. Company A, or this list of other companies. They are on that list of other companies. And you just send it to the wrong company. Company B can now call you and jump in front of Company A. Their competitors, they think their competitors getting ready to make a move in the SEO, and you just screwed up. You screwed the pooch, land in their inbox. They now have an opportunity to sneak in front of them, call you up, and snatch that spot away from their competitor. Neither of them had heard from you before. Neither of them asked you for anything. You can create desire and competition out of thin air. Has anybody ever heard about something like this or read about something like this or anything along those lines?
Everybody's talking about brilliant, sneaky. I love it. Wow, really? Very cool. That's genius. See what I'm said? Anybody got an email me from me for the last couple of days? I kept talking about this sneaky but very ethical angle to go after, and I love this so much. Somebody said thug marketing.
Now, there are some downsides to this. I don't want somebody to go out and do this, and I'll give you the downsides here. You can only use this letter to target one client at a time. If you mail the wrong report to 20 dentists in Denver, one of them is going to call Company A to let them know that they got their SEO report. So you guys can't just go out and blast this around, but you can create desire and bidding wars out of thin air. You can also call up Company B that you sent the report to, talk to the owner or whoever you want to talk to and say, hey, I just want to apologize. I accidentally sent you Joe Blow's Dental's SEO report. I didn't mean to. Somebody on my staff screwed up. I just wanted to call and personally apologize to you and let you know we didn't mean to send that. And then they'll start asking you questions, guys. This is very, very easy to do. And that's why I just said, after it's sent, call a person at Company B, apologize for sending someone else's mail. It's a perfect foot in the door, and it generates curiosity immediately. Somebody in their market's getting ready to make a move. They're going to make a move with you. It's either going to be them or Company A. This is little stuff you guys can do that just, I mean, the psychology behind all this stuff is crazy. But it will get so much attention and so much desire for what you guys are doing that you don't have to worry about people calling back. You don't have to worry about if this is going to work. It works. All you have to do is do it in a repeatable fashion. I'm not saying do this twice. If it doesn't get a phone call in one day, you give up and quit. That's how most people do direct mail. They'll put 5 things in the mail. They don't get a call in 24 hours. They are on to buying a WordPress plugin that'll get them clients. What do you guys think?
Ninja stuff, good
Ninja.
stuff, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, exactly. Still got some more stuff ahead, guys. So if your hands cramping from writing notes, just shake it off a little bit. I want you to, because I got some more stuff to you. Adam, you can go ahead and
Yep.
transfer it over to me so I can give you a little bit of a break.
Let me figure out how to do this.
Just right click my name and then or I can make presenter. I've done it.
Okay.
Okay, guys, you should be able to see my screen, and I've got a couple of questions there that you might be having. What about saturation? Well, we already talked about saturation, right? Uh, won't everyone be using these methods? Fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you look at it, no. Because just like Adam says, some people will put 5 pieces of mail in the mail, right? And, well, I didn't get enough callbacks. I only got 2, so I'm going to go buy a WordPress plugin that'll spam everybody that I know, or spam everybody in the Yellow Pages scraper, or something like that. Why is this not a problem? Well, like we talked about before, over 400 new businesses are created in the U.S. every single day. I mean, these are, your one-person mom and pop, out of a spare bedroom businesses, all the way up to corporations, all the way to, Silicon Valley startups. But every one of those businesses needs promotion, period. There is not a single business that is created that doesn't need to be promoted, all right? So every one of those businesses needs your services. And let's face it, many people on this call right here, the people that are saying, oh, these are cool techniques, I bet that really works, they're going to shake their head, they're going to take notes and everything, they're going to walk away from this call, they're going to go watch Seinfeld reruns for the next 3 days or something like that until they're like, oh, shit, it's already February. I've wasted my time. Now I got to go and buy a WordPress plugin that's going to spam a bunch of people. Guys, we're giving you real business solutions here, not spammy solutions. No, this is stuff that me and Adam do in our own businesses, or otherwise we wouldn't be teaching them, right? This is exactly why you don't get new emails from me or Adam every single day about a different WordPress plugin or a different product, right? So make a note to yourself right now, that will not be me. Whether you use these techniques or not, use something that's real. Use real business solutions, okay? So far, we have covered 1, how to guarantee your prospect hears your voicemail message without even having to talk to them, which is awesome. It's not even cold calling. It's calling without the cold calling, right? Calling without the fear. Calling without the fear of rejection. That's the best part. Number 2, how to create competitive intelligence, curiosity, and interest in your service with a simple printout. Oops, sorry about that. We sent that over. You know what I mean? We're an online marketing company. We're not really good at this whole direct mail bit. I was sending that over to do this kind of a campaign for your competitor. Sorry about that. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, I'll let you go. Oh, you did have some questions. All right. Well, let me explain what it is we actually do. Oh my God, my foot is so in the door right now. Number 3, how to run a successful direct mail campaign completely hands-off. Yes, the method we show you is, you're going to have to pay that company and everything, but there are ways to do it for a lot less money, right? Even though that particular company is pretty cheap. We already talked about like getting your envelopes hand addressed. Look, I hire people every single day, but one of my favorite people to hire, places to hire people from, are people in my town, on my Facebook. I say, hey, who wants to make a little bit of extra money hand addressing envelopes for me? And I always have, like stay-at-home moms, they'll say, hell yes, I will do that. And those are the best people in the world to have working for you, I promise you. Okay, what's next? I want to give you a harsh reality alert for why most people are still going to fail doing this, okay? Because I don't want me and Adam to paint the picture that everything is honky-dory and rainbows and kitten farts all the time. Just like Adam's been doing this entire time, he gives you the upside and he gives you a little downside, things to look out for, okay? If it was the easiest thing in the world, everybody would be doing it. So our job is to sit here and tell you about both the good and the bad and how to avoid stepping into those snake pits. Number 2, how to avoid spending tens of thousands of dollars and months of time learning effective direct mail, like me and Adam both did. Me back in 2008, Adam, he's already told you about one time he got cocky, sent out a bunch of mail on that one thing, and it cost him thousands of dollars. He only got a couple of phone calls back. Those are the pitfalls that we're trying to get you to avoid. And number 3, the realistic way to create six-figure business by doing direct mail in 4 months, okay? So if you're ready, let's go. In just the last few minutes, you've literally learned more about real client acquisition and direct mail methods than most gurus know. And it's because it's coming from two guys that actually do it. And that's sadly rare these days, right? Oh, sorry, went the wrong way there. But what if we parted ways right now? Would you run out and immediately begin to crush it and make, for example, 4 figures next month and 5 the one after that? Probably not. The first reason is shiny object syndrome. The second reason, then life just gets in the way, right? We were just talking about how, holy crap, January's almost gone. What the hell happened to it? And we were talking about how, you know, we've lost almost entire years. Like, wow, I haven't been productive this year at all. June's already here. What the hell am I going to do with 2015? Number 3 is self-doubt. You've never done it before, and that's human nature to have self-doubt if you've never done it before, right? But most importantly, you've got nobody to guide you. So that's what me and Adam are here to do. We're two guys that have been there. We've done that. We've created, tested, and refined all of these strategies. Adam for 7 years and me for 11 years. If you had a machine that would spit out $100 bills every time you put in a $10 bill, how many $10 bills would you put in? Now, that's kind of a hokey analogy, but it gets your mind in the right place for this is why you have to invest that little bit in direct mail, okay? Because people look at the price of stamps like, holy shit, it's 49 cents a stamp, right? And I still got to buy envelopes. Yeah, okay, let's say we spent $2 on that direct mail piece, but for every $100 we spend, we're looking at this for an ROI, and we're going to talk about specific ROIs in just a minute. So imagine that it's a machine, just like Adam was talking about. Once that direct mail is out there, there's nothing you can do. You just created a perfect storm for success no matter what, because your phone's going to ring. You're going to have people asking you questions, and you're going to have people interested in your services. So once the guy comes, picks that stuff up, and that shipment goes to the USPS, don't get sick for the next couple of days unless you got somebody else to work the phones for you. I got to tell you, take your medicine, take whatever that contact stuff that keeps you from getting sick on a plane, whatever that stuff is. Direct mail has consistently given a 5 to 20 times or more ROI in our businesses each and every time we launch a campaign. For example, that means if a campaign costs me $200, I can reasonably expect from that little machine, right, $1,000 to $4,000 or more dollars in return revenue in services for clients that I sign up. Let me say that again. I can expect $1,000 to up to $4,000 or more in return revenue from a $200 direct mail campaign. Now show me an ATM or show me a Vegas slot machine or show me something, anything that every time you put in $200 and you get out $1,000 to up to $4,000 and sometimes even more, and I will be standing in front of it every single day of the week. And the moment that I got to go to sleep, I will be paying somebody else to stand in front of it for me. So how much do you think it costs to get coached on this by me or AJ? Put in a chat box right now. AJ, are people putting it in the chat box? How much does it would you say that we would sit here and say, okay, give us a call, we'll walk you through this, we'll show you how to do a direct mail campaign, we'll show you exactly what to do, we'll show you exactly the letters we send out, we'll show you all the snake pitfalls to avoid and everything like that. How much would you reasonably think that that's worth, knowing that we can sit there and turn $200 into $1,000 or more over and over again? How much do you think that's worth? I don't have my chat box open, so. All right. 0. That's because we both run real business. We don't make our living coaching. I've done coaching a couple of times, but you've not seen me go. You've not seen me put ads on Facebook saying, hey, guys, you want to know how I do this? Just PM me real quick, and I'll show you all about it. We've all seen those ads, right? Some of them are run by very, very good people. And don't get me wrong, I've thought about it, but at the end of the day, I don't have the time. And even if I did have the time, I like my time to myself. Right? I already told you that I take at minimum 6 vacations a year. And that's because I signed on for this 10, 11 years ago and said, screw law school, because I want this to be a lifestyle business for me. And everything that I do in my business is for me not to trade my time for my business. And when I coach, that's what I'm doing. I'm trading my time. But when I did coach, it was $1,000 an hour at a minimum of 3 hours. So it's $3,000. But if you could look over our shoulders as we both designed direct mail campaigns directly from the ground up, what if you saw every step of that process of us doing it in front of you? How much would that be worth to you? And I'm going to open up the chat box just to see. Let's see, 5K, a lot, $1,200 an hour, $1,500 to $2,500 an hour, $2,000 an hour, $297. Somebody said $5. Good luck. Let's see, $50,000. Somebody said priceless. Somebody said a lot over time. Look, let me close that back down. What if not only that, we showed you our proprietary secrets? Now, we just showed you 3 hacks that we do in our business that nobody else is talking about, because nobody else does this stuff in their business, right? And this is stuff that we've tested, stuff that we do in our own business. We get these crazy ideas, we spend the money to test them, and then we're like, yeah, that worked, and that didn't work, so I'm not going to teach that. That definitely worked. I'm going to roll that shit out. So we're going to show you our proprietary secrets that we've never even shown before, not even to each other until December, right? When we got on that one phone call, and we've been on a bunch since then. So how much would that be worth? And if you started a client getting direct mail campaign right now with $200, now if you got a calculator in front of you, scribble this down, and you landed just one client worth $6,000 in revenue over the span of the year, and remember, that's just $500 times 12 months. So a $200 campaign, if that landed you just one client, and that client was a $500 a month client, which is not a big client. Everybody that here that knows, getting clients, $500 a month is not a lot to charge. That's $6,000 in revenue that you just put on your bottom line, or actually $5,800 because you got to subtract the $200, right? How many times would you feed that money machine $10 bills? How many $200 campaigns would you run? And what if not only that? Ooh, I went the wrong way again. You like that? At just 5 new $500 a month clients per month with these low numbers, right? Because we're not talking about $1,000 a month clients, $2,000 a month clients, $3,000 a month clients, $5,000 a month clients. I'm not telling you to reach for the stars just yet. I'm just saying get the bare minimum client at a $500 a month client. Your first month, you're going to get 5 clients for $5,800 in revenue. That's already $29,000 a year. Month 2, 5 more clients, $29,000 in revenue you just added to your yearly, right? Plus month 1's yearly $29,000. That's $58,000 a year. Now look, these are hypothetical numbers, but I'm just showing you the power of why me and AJ aren't afraid to teach this stuff. It can't get saturated. We're too busy picking up gold coins to go out and blast our email lists all day long about the next hot WordPress plugin. And that's what I'm trying to tell you right here. This is why you don't hear from us all the time, because this is what we're doing. And not only that, oops, sorry, went the wrong way again. Why am I so bad with computers today? I've been addressing envelopes too long. So now you don't see why we don't spend our time coaching. Okay, we're having a blast turning $10 bills into $100 bills for ourselves. Now, what would it be worth to look over our shoulders and learn how we do this, everything step by step? So that's why we did this. We got together and we made a course, and it's called Hacking Direct Mail. Full on, no holds barred, direct mail blueprint, successful direct mail campaign letters that we've written ourselves. And not only that, we spent real money putting that stuff in the mail. The winners we kept, the losers we swept. God, that sounded so TV hosts. That sounded so bad. I hated that. And another thing is, all right, concise step-by-step videos, over the shoulder. Watch me as I do this teaching style. You guys have seen videos from me and AJ before. We don't BS around with a bunch of, crap when we do like a video or something like that. I get in, I get out, I show you exactly what I'm doing, and then then I go watch Seinfeld reruns because that's what I want to do. Now, when I make a course, I don't want you sitting there for 3 days for 8 hours a day hovering over that course. I want you to go in and have checklists, resources, blueprints, process maps, and I want you to watch me exactly how I do it, exactly how I put it together. Everything you need, nothing you don't need. Now, here's the warning that we were talking about before. This is not for everybody. If you're a tire kicker, if you're a entrepreneur, if you're a shiny object seeker, if you're one of those people that want the next, and I'm beating up on WordPress plugins. I love WordPress plugins. But WordPress plugins are not a real business. You can use them in your business, but they don't consist of a real business. Okay? So if you're one of these, this is not for you. If you want to run a real business like AJ and I have, remember we were talking about before that one conversation and one meeting with another entrepreneur? AJ is already taking clients from that one meeting in just several weeks using these methods. Okay? Now, this is for you if you're ready to run a real business to get new clients. This is for you if you're ready for a systemized, automated methodology to get new clients. And that's important. That's really important to me. I didn't get into this business to grind myself to a nub till 3 a.m. every morning, worrying about where my new clients are going to come from. That's why I've spent the last 11 years automating everything that could be automated. You're an entrepreneur that knows that in order to succeed, you have to invest in your business. This is for you. So for a one-time investment of $999, this is a steal. There's no way you can't recoup your investment with a single campaign, even if you try. But you guys are on our list, so we said one payment of $699 gets you everything. The direct mail blueprint, the campaign letters, the over-your-shoulder teaching style videos, all of the checklists, the resources, the blueprints. But in this time only, your special invitation, and you can get it for 2 installments of $199 spread over 30 days apart, or you can save $100 today if you just take the one installment payment of $299. And you get immediate access to everything. 20 modules, short to the point videos. We teach you everything that you need and nothing you don't. Me and AJ don't have time to put a bunch of fluff in a bunch of videos, okay? So those 20 modules, you can get through this in an afternoon and get started tomorrow. Checklists, resources, blueprints, process maps, everything you need, nothing you don't, zero fluff. Dive in, take guided action, and profit. Remember this guy. How do you want to spend your days? Because I've been this guy before. Always frantically trying to chase down new clients just to keep afloat. Always frustrated trying to keep up with constantly changing technological hurdles. Look, I love Facebook ads as much as the rest of the people. I love AdWords still. I'm knock on wood. I've never been banned from AdWords. But when I'm getting new clients, I go for the old trusty. I go for a way that I know that my message is going to be read. You will not, if you're a potential client of mine, you will not find an email, a prospect email from my agency in your inbox. You'll get updates and stuff once you're already a client, but I do not use email. I do not use AdWords. I do not use Facebook. I use direct mail. This is me being silly. One of my favorite clients in the world sent me over these stupid, crazy little masks over Christmas, and I took a picture of it. That's the most dressed up I get for work each and every day, and that's one of my 2 home offices that I'm sitting in. I can literally, honestly say that I preside over my business in a calm, controlled, authoritative manner. I am never this guy. I'm this guy. Silly, a little bit lazy, a little bit crazy, right? Right? The reason me and AJ put this out is there's too many people that are doing this right now. And we had a solution that works in our businesses, and we said, yeah, we can make a couple of bucks by helping these people out. And that's why we made it so low. That investment, you will recoup that in a month if you put this to use. So say goodbye to cold calling, hokey, shiny new object methods. Say goodbye to tons of work with no return. We're entrepreneurs. We all know what it's like to work for free on something that doesn't work out. It sucks, but that's life. This way you're taking our methods, our actual campaigns, and you know that they work because we've already tested them. Say goodbye to waiting forever for clients to come to you. Remember what we were talking about before. Once you put that stuff in the mail, it's gone. Your phone's going to ring. Say goodbye to not having a sustainable influx of new clients. And say goodbye to spending your days chasing clients. So let's look over everything you're getting. One line, simple members area, no confusion, no added fluff, everything laid out logically, and everything laid out specifically to get you started fast. And you know what? Let's go directly in here. I've got it pulled up right now. And I want to show you the entire dashboard. All right? And I specifically laid this out over a few days to where you get started as fast as possible. So every module, 1 through 20, is right there on the front page. Now, there's a couple of Yahoos on here that went over there and typed in hackingdirectmail.com/dashboard. And you can see this page. You can see this page right now. But if you click through to any of the modules, it's going to tell you, hey, you got to log in. But we put this in a specific order to where you go through the introduction and go directly into the rules for direct mail success. And these aren't rules that we dug out of a book somewhere that's like 10 years old or something. These are rules that me and AJ sat down and said, this is how I screwed up, this is how I screwed up. This works for me, this works for me, right? Then we go into the age-old question, should I use FedEx or not to use FedEx, right? Then AJ has this awesome video, One Step Down. I'm not even going to give away what that is. Here, we'll go in here and look at the actual, what you're going to be. So we got the video here, and every one of them. You watch the video, it's got the specific time. You can get through all of these in an afternoon and start the next day. So what you're paying for in your investment, you're not paying for 9 days worth of tons of crap that we just filled it up with just to make it look like a huge course. No, we took all of, compare this as a Kia to a Formula One car. One of those cars that's just basically nothing but a seat, an engine, and 4 wheels. That's how we kept this, because we want you to get started as soon as possible. Now, the Essential Hacking Direct Training is modules 1 through 13 that can be found right here. The Direct Mail Campaign Examples, modules 14 through 20, are right here, all at your fingertips. And then another edition of step-by-step resources and our direct mail step-by-step and resources. Now I want to go back over here real quick. I want to show you some stuff. Module 14. This is one of our example campaigns. I think this one is AJ's. Here's the instructions, the direct mail letter, and how to put it all together for pay-per-click management. Let's go back over here. Module 15, direct mail campaign example number 2. The actual letter, go for it. This is on selling SEO. Of course, that selling SEO is just an example. And there's all the rest of these modules right here. I'm going to pull this back up here. And we're going to get to questions in just a moment here. Can you tell that I'm not fully adept at Max yet? So I did have screenshots for all that, but I actually wanted to show you that stuff. You can see that we have actual charts right here. I have a client acquisition funnel for the offline method. I have a client acquisition funnel if you want to send them online, right? If you want to send them to a landing page, and exactly how to do all that stuff, okay? Here's your badassery bonus number 1. Because we know that no matter how comprehensive we made this course, you're going to have questions. And that's because you may have done this before, or you may have done direct mail before, and there's some concepts new to you, or you may have never done direct mail before, and now you've gone through the course, you're ready to get started, but hey, there was that one thing in video 8, Robert, that I just didn't understand. Can you walk me back through that? And I had a couple of questions about it too. So we're having a comprehensive live Q&A call on Thursday, January 29th. And what this does, this allows you to go through the entire course. It even allows you to get started. But if you got questions, you got something that needs elaborating, we have you covered. If you can't make that Q&A call, that's okay. We offer full email support. And we don't have an assistant going into that support, right? Neither of our assistants are going in to that support email address. It's me and AJ checking it once a day. Not me or AJ checking it once a day. It's me and AJ once a day. So if I saw an email from somebody and I was like, oh, they're asking about something specific that AJ talked about, I would say, AJ, there's that one email in there that is probably better suited for you to answer. And he would do the same thing for me. But if it's an email either of us can answer, I would go ahead and answer that. And this vice versa would be applicable. And you will get that replay of the QA call sent to you. Now, here's where I didn't want to put this in. I will take blame for that. And AJ said, no, let's do this. Because I said, I'm not, I don't do coaching anymore. But AJ said, we have to reward people that actually go and take clients and get their clients doing this stuff. He says, what we're going to do is if somebody, when people start landing clients, right, using our methods, when they land 4 clients, we'll give them a 20-minute Skype coaching session to really blow their hair back, to really blow up their business. Okay?
Yeah, so let me hop
to the next one here. Yeah.
Let me hop in here and go
ahead, AJ.
What he's talking about. The reason I want to do these Skype consultation is everybody on this call, if you pick up this course, you have every ability to go in there and just blow it up. I mean, most people on this call have been trying to do this stuff for a long time. They haven't gotten around to doing it. They have not built an offline business no matter how much stuff you bought, how many plugins, how many software, how many scrapers you guys have. Direct mail is the only way I can take somebody and say, I guarantee you if you do this, this, and this, you will get clients. Now, from there, what we want to do with the 4 clients, once you take these methods and go out there and get them, you start having business come in. That's when things get a little hairy. A 20-minute phone call with me or Robert after you got the clients coming in can solve all those problems for you. We don't want to talk to you for 20 minutes on the phone if you haven't done anything. If you haven't put anything in the mail, you haven't got any clients, we don't have the time to talk to you. But for the people that buy this, they go out there, they put this stuff in the mail, their life gets flipped upside down. You start getting 3, 4, 5 clients, you're going to start having a little freak out session most likely because it's something you've never experienced. You've never experienced getting clients. We want to hop on a call with you right then and there, and we'll help you. We'll walk you through all this stuff. You have 20 minutes of our time, just straight up, me and you, whether Robert's on the phone or just me and you. We will get on there, and I will iron this stuff out for you as you go. I like to talk to people who are out there busting their ass and making this stuff work. That's why I'm willing to hop on the phone with you. I'm willing to get in there and blow up those dams and those roadblocks as they come up for 20 minutes because when I got going, stuff got hectic really quickly. I didn't know what to do. I want to be there for the people that are actually going to go out and do this. So, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
One
thing that I wanted to –
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, one thing real quick. If we guys showed you receipts and stuff of money we've spent developing this course over the years and how much money we spent on direct mail for, like I said earlier, I spent thousands of dollars. I think I averaged $720 per phone call I landed one client. If you guys knew how much money it takes to get into direct mail and test stuff from scratch without a system like this, you would probably never do it. It takes idiots like us that are willing to go out there and throw away money for a long time and refine this stuff to say, hey, this works, this doesn't. Hey, this gives me a slight edge. Hey, this really blows the doors open. Let's do this more. That when you can start off from that playing field, are you going to screw up a little bit? Probably. Are you going to go off course a little bit? Probably. Everything is laid out in there. All you need to do is hop in and take basically pick up all our lost dollars and start picking them up because we've already blown it up and lost them. It's all there for you guys. So if you guys want 2015 to be better than 2014 by a factor of 50, this is the course for you. We're not doing this all year long. We're not doing anything like this. Me and Robert aren't in the product creation business really anymore, except for stuff like this. When it comes down to it, this is what we wanted to put together for you guys.
And there was a couple of questions about, do we show people, do we show you where to find prospects? Well, we have an entire module on prospecting right here. And remember, don't let the shortness of these video times fool you. Like, we show you exactly where to find your prospects. And not only in this module, the entire time that we're going through the rest of it, we're also talking about prospecting basically the entire time. I know that I am, and I've gone through AJ's videos, and I know that he is as well. Let me go back through here and
Something
everything.
a
So
bunch
if
of people can I hop
if
in here
that
real
answer
quick?
your, yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people are talking like how much does this cost to get started, guys? The course is whatever at 297 or whatever. I don't remember what we put on it. But if you only have 20 bucks left after that, don't go in here and buy this course. You need to have $100, $200 left over after buying this course that you can put into direct mail without putting your family on the streets. This is your last $300. Keep it. Do not put it in because you won't get it back out because you won't have money to mail. If you got an extra $200 lying around plus the price of this course, then hop in. If you only got 300 bucks, 350 bucks lying around, do the two pay. We knocked off $100 for somebody that needs that extra $100 to put into direct mail, and then you catch up with us next month. We don't want your last dollar because it won't work.
Yeah, definitely. If like, I don't want your rent money. Just like AJ said, I do not want your grocery money. This is for people that want a real business, and after you send your payment to us, you have at least $100, $200 to start with, okay? But in the grand scheme of things, I mean, we've already gone through, even though those numbers were hypothetical, we've talked about how it can exponentially grow, and that's exactly why you don't hear from me and AJ a lot, because we are focused on that and not focused on the next big thing in internet marketing. AJ, are you ready for me to
I was just
shove the
getting it
screen
set
back
up.
over to you?
Yeah, I just got
All
it
right.
set up.
Just just let me know. I'm going to be seeing if there's any questions. Wow, there's a lot. Um, let's see here. Lots of people in.
Can you guys see my screen? For anybody that's still awake and not
I
trying
can
to
see
hop
it.
in right now. Okay. Remember in the beginning when I told you guys slide dial? Slide dial is like an automated way to do something that is so cool that when I found it in November this year, I literally stumbled around it for a few days. I kept going back. I was like, there's some catch. I really can't do this. And then we came across Slide Broadcast. I was showing this to some of my people, and somebody that's through the same company. Somebody who showed this to me might even be on this call. Haven't looked around. But Slide Broadcast, what this does is it allows you to do the same thing as Slide Dial, except it automates it. So you can literally, if you got 5,000 cell phone numbers for realtors, you can upload those numbers, you can upload an automated message, and click go. It will leave 5,000 voice messages on their voicemail. It will show whatever callback number you want. So let's say you have a tracking number just to see how many calls you get back. So you put in your tracking number that's routed to your cell phone or however you want to function or structure everything, and that number will show up on the voice or on the missed calls. You guys can literally wake up every day at 9 a.m. and leave 500 voicemails within 3 minutes on 500 realtors or 500 contractors' voicemails and answer your phone the rest of the day as the calls come through. Now, this will get you clients in the contractor niche and the realtor niche are two good ones. It does not expand outside to the lawyers, doctors, and dentists. But for somebody that just wants to get realtors, if you're going after realtors, there's nothing on the market that will touch what this thing right here will do. If somebody took this and run with this, they could become very rich. Very rich. It's like you literally called them up, they didn't answer, and you left them a personal voicemail. Hey, just giving you a call. We're looking for somebody in your area that needs some more listings. Got a few coming in, so if you guys need more listings, give me a call back. Thanks. And then you leave your phone number in there. A little voicemail like that will turn your phone into you'll have to turn it off. It will literally just keep going and going. So this is slide dial on automation. Who here thinks they can make money if you can upload 5,000 contact phone numbers and just leave them a message with one click of a button?
I better not see anybody saying no, because I could give this to my 13-year-old niece and she could do it. F yeah, I know I can. OMG, this is so perfect. OMG, evil grin. Dave's like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. Guys, seriously, when we were sending out emails, we tried to underplay the stuff that we were going to show you, because if we actually said, we're going to show you how to do, and went into too much detail, you wouldn't have believed it. It would have sound, kind of crazy. And I hate to pat I hate to pat ourselves on the back and everything, but like that's exactly why we wanted to hold this training, because there's no way that we can saturate this even between and me and Adam. I mean, we've been doing this a while. We can roll some shit out, but even we can't touch a fraction of the people out there that that is touchable. Basically, all the businesses out there that need this kind of stuff. And think about this for a second. And this was what I really, really like is that think about all the quote unquote, and I'm using those quotes, kind of sarcastically here. Think about all the quote SEO companies that are spamming every dentist, every chiropractor, every lawyer out there right now through their email. They're going to be seeing them in Facebook as a lot of people are going and rushing over to Facebook to run ads and everything like that. Think about all the companies that they're just the fact that they're going to see your company in a different light, in a personalized light, a handwritten envelope addressed directly to the person that makes the decisions. Okay? And we're going to talk about different kinds of envelopes as well. We're going to talk about different ways of mailing. We're going
Well,
to talk about different things.
we haven't even mentioned the lumpy mail that's in there.
Oh my God, yeah, there's a whole
Man, guys,
yeah.
what's inside this course is everything I literally know about direct mail with lumpy mail. I meant to get a picture, but I didn't get around to it. If you guys would have seen some of the stuff I've put in the mail, I put 3-foot envelope or triangular mailers with wiffle ball bats in there. I sent bank bag mailers. I have a whole video in this course all about my laws of sending cash in direct mail. Ever since the Gary Halbert $1 letter, everybody tests and experiments with $1 bills and $5 bills in the mail. I've got a whole video in here that teaches you nothing else but how to send money in the mail to get clients. Now, if you guys learn how to send cash in the mail and do it correctly, there's a few things that have to happen. You can't send it to the wrong people. I show you exactly how to find the right people. You can't have money in there for money's sake. You need to tie it into everything. I show you exactly how to do this. If you guys master how to put cash in the mail in an envelope that makes sense and tie it into an experience, you guys will make so much money. And we haven't even talked about all the lumpy mail in there. What the hell are we thinking, Robert?
I'm that's what because when I went over to
We forgot about
show
it.
them everything that was in there, I forgot about
Me
showing them
too.
that. So I am going to hand me the screen back real quick, and I'll show
Oh,
them
I gotta
that.
hand it back to
Oh,
you.
actually, I have it. Yeah, I got it right here. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay, so that's in Module 4. I got it in Module 3. Module 4 is getting lumpy with it. And that's where basically Adam just brain dumped lumpy mail stuff. And if you're not familiar with what lumpy mail is, imagine getting an envelope in the mail and there's something in there, not just a piece of paper, there's something lumpy in there. You can feel it going on. It's like, what the hell is this? Do you think that would get opened? One or two things are going to happen. To regular people, they're going to get curious and open it. You send it to a federal building, you might have SWAT show up, right? So don't. But if you send it over to a regular, if you send it to and the thing is, when they bring their mail in, right? Imagine a busy dentist office, and they're bringing their mail in, or a busy lawyer's office, or a busy car dealership, and they're bringing their mail in, like, what the hell? It doesn't sit flat. What the hell is this thing? And they look under all the crap, the other flyers, and just junk mail and stuff like that, and what is this? And it's a plain white envelope or a manila envelope, and it's got something lumpy in there. That's what lumpy mail is. It makes sure it gets open. Okay, so Module 5, we're going to handwritten letters. Remember, personalization is everything. Now, if me or if Adam actually started writing a letter, by the time I'm on the third line, you wouldn't be able to read it anymore. I type so much that my handwriting is atrocious. I can't even address an envelope anymore, much less write a letter. But this goes into all about doing that and getting that outsourced for you. This is what I really like right here. And Adam, you did this one as well, is cash in the mail. And I'm not going to spoil that for you or spoil that for anybody, but this, when you get to Module 6, it's going to blow your hair back. Seriously, I love that one. Module 7 goes into automated sequences, right? Using some of these. So the last thing we're going to do is tell you to, hey, go and go down into that coal mine and start working, right, with a pickaxe. None of us got into this business to work our asses off in such a way that it was actually considered work. Like, I love working because it's fun for me, because of all the automated sequences that I have in my business. So I am working on my business and not in my business, right? And that's exactly the frame at which me and Adam show you how to do everything. So you are not Mr. or Mrs. Worker bee in your business. You didn't just make yourself an 80-hour per week job. You are Mr. or Mrs. CEO of your company. All right. Module 8, when we're talking about all about your return on investment and tracking your direct mail so you know what's working and what isn't, right? Module 9, systematizing and automation. So that's more automated systems and just basically wrapping it all up. And then we're going into crazy simple prospecting, just like I was talking about before. This is going and finding the people that are 99% likely to open your mail. Now, all that stuff you talked about, like direct mail is so expensive and yada, 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 and I got to drop 6,000 pieces in the mail just to get a response, that's all out the window. This is called laser targeted prospecting. So you know exactly who you're sending it to. You're not just renting a list from like Publishers Clearinghouse and rattling off, to thousands of people at a time. We're talking about putting 100 pieces to 200 pieces in the mail and getting the response back from that. Now, when you want to go crazy, you want to roll something out, and you've got the ROI already in, and you want to reinvest your profits into it and put 1,000 pieces in the mail that you know is going to work, by all means, go for it. But when you first start out, you're going to put 50 pieces in the mail, then you're going to put 100 pieces in the mail, then you're going to put 200 pieces in the mail, right? And every time that you do that, your odds are sky high that you're going to get something out of it. Okay? Because if I put something in the mail and I don't get a response, I'm going to go knock on the Postmaster General's door because I know something's wrong. All right? Number 11, Genius Merge. And this is, who's heard of mail merge real quick? Well, let me open my questions box up real quick. I'll find it here. Who's heard of mail merge?
Yeah, nobody so far.
I'll give you a,
oh, Dave.
Okay. Dave says yes. Corky says yes. Okay, mail merge. When I tried to do mail merge back in 04, 05, and using like Microsoft Outlook and Word and Excel and stuff like that, there's like formulas over here and shit, and I was like, you know what? I'm an English major, dude. I can't even think about doing this stuff. It's complicated. There's variables. It's like crazy. So what I did is now a company came out not too long ago that literally costs $29 and it does everything for you. So what you do is you have your piece of mail, right? Let's see here. Let's say you have a letter. Okay, I was going to open up and actually show you a letter, but I don't know why I want to do that. And instead of at the top where it is their name and their address and stuff like that, instead of actually putting their name and address on every one of those pieces of mail, because it has to be personalized if you want it to be read, you just put a little variable in there. It says money and then name. And then you run it through this program with your list of prospects, and then instantly it emails you all of your mail merged letters. So you don't have to do anything other than like have your basically your letter in there, and then it merges it with all those variables, and you don't have to do a thing. And it takes, I don't know, how long does it take to email you? 30 seconds, maybe. So you don't even have to think about it anymore. I loved it so much, I call it Genius Merge. I'll tell you exactly, step by step, how to set it all up. Once you do it once, you're an old pro. Module 12, I go into the client acquisition funnel and the online method, okay? And then I use the offline method. Now, granted, these are just two methods in addition to the ones that Adam's already showed you. So what are you going to do? Are you going to be confused because we gave you 3 or 4 methods? No, you're going to go with the one that you want to use the most, right? You can test the other ones later. We're just giving you options because these are all the best options that we use in our own businesses, okay? So you're not getting some kind of bullshit theory that, hey, this might work, this might be a good idea or whatever. No, we're giving you each 2 or 3 options that we know work in our business, and you pick the one that's right for you at that time. And then once you've rolled that out and everything, you're like, I want to try something else. You've got 3 more options to go to. Module 14, direct mail campaign number 1. Module 15, direct mail campaign number 2. And then the rest of the modules here are direct mail campaign number 3, and I went a little bit crazy in shooting every single tiny aspect of that direct mail campaign. So if you had any questions about it, it's going to be like, I can't quite see the hair on that gnat's ass from as far in as you went with that microscope, Robert. So I hope that answers questions about what exactly is in here. Of course, here's all the direct mail campaigns up here, and Adam went above and beyond and did awesome step-by-step and resources guides right here. So when you click these, you'll be automatically downloading 2 PDFs that shows you all the resources and a step-by-step guide and everything. Let me get back over to here.
One of the big things, let me hop in here real quick on here, is everybody keeps asking about prospecting. How do you find clients? How do you find clients? How do you find clients? Guys, the reason most people fail with direct mail is because the way they find clients is completely screwed up. They will just go do whatever they want and put stuff in the mail to whoever sounds good for the day. I show you guys exactly how I go out and find the clients I mail that I know are already spending money. They're spending money. I'm not trying to sell somebody something new. I'm trying to find a company that's spending $2,500 online. I'm trying to sell them something $300 per month, blow their doors off, and then by the end of the year, they're still spending $2,500 online per month, but instead of spending it with 5 other companies, they're spending it all with me. You don't even have to increase people's ad budgets. All you need to do is get in with a good service and then suck their ad budget away from all the yahoos out there that are just draining their pockets.
Yahoos.
Yahoo!
I love that word.
Okay, anybody on the call
what
right
we
now?
Still got to do?
What do we? Oh yeah, we gotta give somebody. We gotta give away a campaign, don't we?
We got it. Yeah, exactly.
We got so carried away.
And this is what's really fun. We talked about this for a long time, and we went back and forth, and we were like, well, let's do something really cool that's not even done before. Like, well, I hate to, I don't want to sound like a braggart, boastful asshole, but we're pretty damn good at doing this. Like, so let's take one person off the call, and we'll do it fair.
All of it. We're going to hop on a call with you.
Yeah.
I'll hop on a call. We'll pick out what niche you want to go out there, figure out what you're going to sell, and then I will literally do the mailing for you. I will have my team print it up. My team will package it. My team will pay for it. My team will send it out in the mail. All you got to promise to do is keep your phone on. And you'll get a client.
Can you
100 for free. Do you guys think that's fair?
Yeah, is that a good price to pay? All right, so there is a stipulation for this offer. Okay, you have to be able to take a client. Okay, so if you're already offering services right now, jump up and down. And I am thinking of a number between 1 and 100. All right, and you're just gonna have to trust me that I'm not going to pick my brother off of the call or something like that. Trust me, my brother doesn't know how to do this any more than a bunch of people do.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. And if I see your name dropping like a bunch of numbers in there, you're automatically disqualified. I know. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, but still. Got it.
Who is
it? It's Miss Kristen Bedard. I met Kristen a few years ago at a conference, too. That is awesome.
Nice job, Kristen. Drop your email in there, and we'll get a hold of you later on.
Ever for that number, too. Yeah, Kristen, you know how to get in touch with me. Facebook is fine, and I'll put you in touch with Adam, and we'll get started on stuff. Rafal's like, oh, how convenient. Trust me, dude. If you don't trust me enough to keep a simple contest fair, then you don't trust me enough to even be on my training, dude. That's just it. You shouldn't even be here, right? Because I just gave you basically enough information for you to go and get a whole shitload of clients for yourself that nobody else is teaching. So I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I hate to sound raw.
Our scam is complete. We did all this to give away
my scam is over. Totally.
Yeah.
Kristen, she's paying me $100,000 to pick her name. Her number was 26, everybody. So, let's see. Guys, if you got any more questions about this?
Yeah, we probably missed quite a few. The chat box been going crazy. If you guys have any questions on anything under the sun right now while you guys have us on here live, what's in here, what's not in here, anything under under the sun on what you need to know about this to get in today, because we're not keeping this open forever, guys. This isn't something that you're going to see everywhere fucking tomorrow. We did this because we got a bunch of cool stuff to show and we put it out like this. So if you guys have any questions on what you need to know to get inside today, or just what you need to know about what we've talked about, put it in here and we'll stick around and answer questions.
Yeah. And I just want to run back through it. You get 12 modules. Everything is short and to the point. I can't stress this enough. How many people have bought courses before where you're like, oh, yeah, that sounds pretty good. And then you open up the course, and it's like, damn it, it's going to take me 3 days to get through all this. And it sounds good.
3 days to get through the bonuses.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds good, but it's like, I don't even know how to differentiate the stuff that I can use right now from the stuff that, can wait a little while. So that's what I said to it when, think of like that course as like a dump truck. It'll still get you where it wants to go. It's a great dump truck. This is a Formula One car. Okay? Now that's not to say that we took out anything that you need. It's everything that you do need and absolutely nothing you don't. And if you needed elaboration, that's what that bonus call is for, and that is what the email, hold on, let me get down there. That's what the bonus call is for, and that's what the full email support is for. So we're not dumping a course on you and saying, all right, figure it out, see you later. Yeah, that's, we're going to go through and let's say, we get 10, 20 emails a day. Between the two of us, I think we can handle that, right? Because I can sit there and I can answer your emails in a comprehensive way, 2-3 paragraphs, while I'm sitting there watching Seinfeld reruns and enjoying a nice cold Coca-Cola, because that's how I roll.
Everybody's asking about the slide dial. Guys, I've given as much as I can on that for this call. I just made a note to myself, I will upload some scripts and stuff for slide dial and slide broadcast to anybody who gets in here. For the ones that don't pick up the course, you know about it. All you got to do is record a module. I will literally record a few for you, and I put it on my notes of things to add to the course, and I will show you guys exactly how to use slide dial inside of the Hacking Direct Mail course. It's kind of off topic, but I did show it to you here. So anybody who gets signed up and gets inside here, I will show you exactly what to offer, exactly what message to leave, exactly how to get cell phone numbers from realtors, how to clean those cell phone numbers where you only have cell phone numbers, and how to send out 500 a day and get your stuff going. I will make a video for that and put it inside this course. It's not something I'm going to release to the general public because I have a feeling in a month from now we're going to see somebody else's webinar that talks about slide dial and slide broadcast because they heard it here.
We're going to see WSOs everywhere.
I know.
There's going to be WSOs. It's going to be $7 tomorrow. Get my WSO, and for the OTO, I'll show you how to do 1,000.
I'm not launching that WSO till Thursday or Friday.
I got it. I got it already hyped up right now.
Damn it.
Okay. A couple of people asking if there's a replay. Look, I'm recording, and we got a backup recording, and we got a backup to a backup. So I hope that one of them comes out okay. We all know how GoToWebinar's recordings are, but keep your fingers, keep your toes crossed and everything. So there's a couple of people asking like, okay, can I sell mobile marketing stuff with this? Damn right, and this is a little bit off topic, but I just want to give you something to think about real quick. One of my favorite things to do, right, when I go out and get a new client, and Adam, has his own way of doing things, and I have my own way of doing things in my company, so you're getting the benefit of seeing how two different people do two different things. So sometimes, like, Adam's going to say something in one video that's not quite going to be the same as, like, oh, it's me saying something in another video. So you're getting the benefit of two different points of view that are both successful, because there's always one way to skin a cat. But one of the things that I do that's really, really well is that I found that a lot of times it's really kind of hard to get a client in the door immediately at for a monthly service, right? So even though they call me back, let's say that I did a slide dial and I had somebody call me back, or let's say that I did hacking a direct mail campaign, and this guy called me back, and he's really, really interested, but he only met me just now, right? He's got my direct mail piece in his hand. He's looked it over, and he's like, hell yeah, this looks pretty good. I'm going to give this guy a call and ask him a couple of questions. But he's still, even after we've talked for 10 minutes, and you guys know, I mean, above all else, that I can sit here and I can talk, right? So I've talked to him for about 10 minutes. He's got a warm and fuzzy. He wants to sign up, and he's like, man, $500 a month right off the bat. I'm like, okay, here we go. Try this one service. Try this one service, and let me deliver on my promise. That's exactly what I tell you. I'm like, hey, just get take the little bit of a trial with me. Not even a monthly recurring. Try one service, and I'm getting around to that whole mobile marketing thing, okay, or mobile website thing. A lot of people out there that have websites, they might have already got retained an SEO company back in the day that has done very well for them. They don't need another SEO company. There's other marketing things that I can do for them, but they don't need an SEO company, and they damn sure don't want to go and redo their entire website so that it's mobile friendly, because that could screw up their SEO rankings. Once something's sitting fat, dumb, and happy in the SEO rankings, you don't want to go and start screwing around with that thing unless you know exactly what you're doing. But one thing that I've been offering people as a $99 try me out kind of deal, so you can get a warm and fuzzy about all my other services. Hey, I'll give you a mobile website real quick. You don't have to change anything about your website. All we do is create it, you upload it, and anybody that comes to it from a mobile device, boom, they go right over to the mobile optimized website. Nothing changes in your ranking. Nothing's even changed in your actual website. For $99, they say hell yes all day long. You know how long it takes to create a mobile website with the technology today and the little shortcuts that are out there? About 15 minutes. Takes me zero time because I
Yeah,
help
that's
them.
what I was gonna say.
Takes
You know
me
how long it
zero
takes
time,
me?
and I pay about $10 every time I get one outsourced. That's $89 in the bank. I walk away. And I also have a guy who was expecting me to deliver it in 30 days. I sit on it for about 17 days, deliver it, and then give him a call and say, hey, did you check out your mobile website? He's like, oh, you already got that done? Hell yeah, check it out. Go from your iPhone right now and type in your website thing. He's like, hell yeah, this looks good. Damn right it does. Now, let's talk turkey all day long. So no matter, even if I didn't get him as a client right away, I put him into something. So do we specifically talk about mobile marketing or mobile websites and stuff like that? No, we don't talk about mobile. This is all about client generation and stuff. But just know that you can use these methods for anything: consulting, SEO. If you want to do Facebook campaigns for businesses, which is a huge business right now, I mean, we're
Oh yeah.
literally, I can't say we're literally shooting fish in a barrel because I don't have a barrel or fish, but we are shooting fish in a barrel, offering Facebook campaign services to clients right now. I'm serious. So if you're not doing that, get pretty good at Facebook ads, use direct mail, use these methods to get your clients, and then offer that, because every one of them has heard of this Facebook thing, right? Also, AdWords, never going to go anywhere. We've been doing a lot of that before. I've been doing it for, getting publicity for clients. Everything.
Guys, I just started
So,
offering pay-per-click management for my lawyer company I told you about. We started 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were already getting clients in the door. We don't do the pay-per-click management. We have a company that does it for us, white labeled. The client who hires us never sees their stuff. They charge us a little bit of money. We upsell it to the client, and we don't even have to touch it. The idea behind getting phone calls with direct mail is, if you never got a considerable amount of phone call, is you will go in with a mindset to sell them this. If you go in and just start talking to them about their business, start pointing out a few things, you're going to come out the other side of that phone call and be like, how the hell did I just sell them this? I went in to sell them a mobile website. Now I'm doing SEO for them. These calls take on a life of their own. As long as they're on the phone and you can build up a little bit of trust right away, any way you can, you will be surprised what you end up selling. Nothing goes in and I'm going to sell mobile and I'm just going to beat mobile down their throat. No. The phone calls are going to start going one way. You're just going to go with it. You're going to end up coming out with a contract for something else. What Robert said about selling them a mobile website to get up and going really quickly, if you want to sell them something like that just to get the money out of them, all you have to do is, even if they say no to that, be like, all right, cool. You don't want this for $97? No? All right, here's what I want you to do. Once we get off this phone, I'm looking at your competitor's website right now, Joe Blow's Dental. They're in your same town. Once you get off this phone call with me, go pull up their site on your phone, play around with it for a minute, then go look at yours. Make sure you look at your website after you've looked at Joe Blow's Dental. and then give me a call back once you've done that. They're going to call you back and be like, my site doesn't work on a phone, or I can't read anything, or what the hell does he have going on? Well, sir, that's exactly what I was trying to tell you about having a mobile website. If I went and found your website on my phone, I would go on to Joe Blow's Dental and you would never hear from me. This is simple stuff you say to them, and they're business owners, they're people. They just want a reasonable price for a reasonable service, and they're tired of getting screwed over. And you can use that to your advantage if you're selling SEO. You can even bring up the fact, hey, I'm sure you've already hired some jackleg to do SEO. Unfortunately, it's not illegal to go sell SEO if you don't know how to do it. A lot of companies out there are already doing it. Here's how
I,
we do it. And then you
I
just
knew
go in.
exactly what would happen before we got on this call, Adam, is because this is exactly what happens when me and Adam are on a call together. It's like we're like, oh, hell yeah, this works right here. Well, I'm not going to keep you here all day, but Adam touched upon a couple of things that I just have to. One is talking to people. If you're scared to talk to a potential client, think of it just like this. Think of how me and Adam has been talking to you this entire time. Remember when I laughed at myself earlier because I said something that I said sounded like a late night infomercial host? I can't remember what I said. I laughed. Me and Adam talk to you like we're sitting across from the table from you at a pub. It's because, we're all people here. Just like that business owner, they're not there to beat you up. They're just there to get a great service for a great price. And so what I end up doing, and I know Adam does this as well, just from us talking and everything, is just what we've done sitting here talking to you. I tell them exactly what I'm going to do for them. If they want to run that, well, how do you do that website? Well, I have a guy that's on my staff that goes in and he actually plugs it into this program that we have, and it spits out a mobile optimized website. And he looks it over, he makes sure it's optimized and everything. And I know some people are sitting there asking themselves, well, what keeps them from doing that? Well, what keeps them from doing that is that he's a dentist, and I am the agency guy, and I hired someone that actually does the mobile website for me. That's what. The dentist doesn't want to waste time building a mobile website. The dentist doesn't want to waste time making Facebook campaigns. The dentist doesn't want to waste time doing his own SEO. And if he does want to waste time doing his SEO, that's going to last for about 3 days. So just what Adam just said, let him call you back, because after he starts doing his research and actually tries to do this stuff himself, he's going to call you back if he wants that mobile website, or if he wants those Facebooks, or if he wants that publicity, or if he wants that pay-per-click campaign, right?
And
just talk to him just like a regular person. That's one thing that I really wanted to harp on right there. Is just
I want
like
to take that a step
me
further.
and Adam. Go ahead.
With what he was just saying, talk to him like a regular person. They will call you back, and sometimes they will be hostile on the phone. Do you know what happens on the majority of my phone calls where I make a sale? What happens on that call? Almost every time I make a sale, this one thing will happen where I know I've got a sale locked in. Does anybody know what it is? Can anybody take a guess? That almost 95% of my calls that I take the sales call, the incoming sales call, where I land the client, this happens 95% of the time, and every time it happens, I know I'm going to get money out of them. They're first person. Cynthia got it. No, they laugh. If you can get them to laugh for whatever reason, then that's why I say this a lot of times when I'm selling SEO. I go, unfortunately, in this business, it's not illegal to go out and sell SEO if you don't know what you're doing. A lot of people have already done that, and a lot of companies like you have been burned by it. It's just going to make me work a little harder to get your business. That line right there has made me so much money, it's unreal. And they start laughing. Like, yeah, we spent $6,000 back in 2012. We've just been scared to get back in. I completely understand. I talk to businesses all day long that have been down that road. That's why we want to structure it like this, and we'll go into something that makes sense for them. Rank them for something small. Dentist in 90210 or whatever their zip code is. Be like, hey, can I get you guys some quick ranking? Just toss me $100, cover my time for doing it. I'll get you some real rankings you can see. Now, I'll be honest with you. These rankings aren't going to make you $1 million this year, but what they're going to do is show you that I can actually get you results. So when I hit you with my price for my full-blown service, you're going to know right off the bat that I already know how to do this stuff. I'm not just have a sales team around that I needed something to call for like Yellow Pages does. You guys can play around with these guys and just don't make it very glib. But stupid stuff like that, if they start laughing, they're comfortable on the phone with you. It's no longer a sales call. They're talking to somebody who's out to help their business out, and they feel comfortable with you. So if somebody laughs on the phone with me because of something I said, I close that deal 95% of the time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and often or not, they're getting something out of the phone call anyway. Because as I've told, as I've pointed out like time after time, and you guys already know it, Me and Adam are not very shy people that don't like to talk about marketing. For the love of God, we'll sit here and talk about marketing all day long because this is what we do. So if I get a guy on the phone that's asking me questions and everything, he's going to learn something. He's going to get a lot out of it. Or, like when I showed you that picture of myself in that goofy mask and everything, she kept me on the phone for probably an hour and a half the first time we talked, going over all the stuff and everything and writing notes. And I was to the point where I was like, holy crap, I should be charging for this, just the consultation call, just because I've taught her everything. And she's like, you really do know what you're talking about. I can't wait to, we're going to do this together. And she's one of my favorite clients now. By the way, Anthony reminded me of what I said that was like so cheesy. I said we kept the best and we swept the rest.
Oh wait,
I swear to God, that just slipped out. I'm gonna patent that now and sell that to the Ghost of Billy Mays.
I don't think you can patent it. I think you might have a good chance of trademarking it though.
Trademarking it. That's what it is.
So guys, if you guys leave this call with nothing else, if you leave this with just slide dial and actually go use it, you'll make a ton of money. You're going to leave, it's going to be like you call them up to offer them some clients and just go look around. There are forums out there with realtors that talk about if you guys want to learn how to sell to realtors, look up a guy named Chris Curry. He's got a lot of Facebook training, shows you how to get clients for realtors and land listings. But if you guys just use slide dial, and besides slide dial, if you guys are scared to get on the phone with a client, if you've taken anything from this phone call is this: when you get on the phone with a client, it's a sales call off the bat. They're going to come in hostile. They're going to come in whatever at you. The second you can take them off guard, say something that throws them completely off track where they're not expecting what you said, and you take it from a sales call to, hey, we're just two gals bullshitting about business. Let me tell you what we can do about it, and make them laugh. They're going to give you a shot at something, and it might not be that day. They might have to check with somebody. Always follow up with an email. And with what I told you guys about earlier, how you can do the automated direct mail for handwriting, there are sites out there that can send handwritten thank you cards. Every single person you talk to on the phone, whether they become a client or not, you should spend the $4 or $5 and send out a personalized thank you card to them. You don't have to write it. This company will send it out for you with your address and everything. But if you send a thank you card to somebody who you got along with on the phone who didn't buy, as soon as they get that card, it's going to jog their memory. Oh, shit. I had a great time. This guy didn't try to hard sell me. He even sent me a goddamn card. I need to go back and figure out exactly what his pricing was. I need to figure out what's going on here. If you guys, this isn't boiler room. We're not trying to shove anything down anybody's throat. There's people out there that make a lot of money doing that, and I've done that in the past. I can get on the phone and hard sell somebody till the cows come through and they either hang up on me, hate me, or put a restraining order against me. I can do that. I don't like to do that. It's no fun.
See, I can't do that. Like I still have, I still feel like I'm 12 years old and my mom is hitting me in the back of the head saying, "Don't be rude." Like I'm 36 years old, but I can't be rude like that to someone. I can't do it. I wish I could, because I would at least try it sometimes, especially, on that rare occasion when I do get somebody rude on the phone. And one more thing before we go that I wanted to point out is somebody said, like, well, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to offer Facebook training. What if somebody asked me how to do, or not training, but a Facebook campaign? What if somebody asked me to do SEO for them and I don't know how to do SEO for them? Well, good. If you don't know how to do it, that means that you should be finding a white label service provider that does, because I promise you right now, if you are in marketing circles on Facebook, if you know where a marketing forum is, because there's several of them out there, and by several I mean about 150 million, you will find service providers already out there. I'm talking about SEO service providers, I'm talking about content writers, I'm talking about distributors, and I'm talking about
everything.
People that do everything you can think of. So the last thing you need to be doing in your business is actually doing SEO stuff and backlinking and writing content and all that shit.
Right? By not learning SEO yourself, you'll make more money in the long run. Don't go out and learn SEO. It sucks.
You shouldn't be doing all this stuff at all. Remember, you're working on your business, not in your business, right? Your only job is to put this stuff in the mail and answer your phone. And you know what? Eventually, that won't even be your job, because you'll be just like me and Adam and have somebody answering the damn phone and handling your accounts for you. Remember when I said at the beginning that 50% of my clients don't even know my name? They know their account rep's name. The guy that I hired, his name's Jeff. He's a very good guy. He's very good at his job. but I don't talk to them. Jeff talks to them. And you think Jeff is doing SEO? Jeff is not doing SEO. Jeff is handling, Jeff is talking to clients all day long. That's all he does. You know what, Adam? I didn't even, you know what? If anybody on the call right now is on the fence, I'm going to do y'all a favor. I'm going to turn off my screen for just a moment because we still got a lot of people on the call. And I am going to do something real quick.
Are you putting on clothes?
Yeah, I'm putting on clothes because I have been in my underwear the entire time.
The underwear.
I put out a course. I put out a course a little while ago, and I sold it for $100 just to people on my list. And it was called Hacking Profits, right?
And I bought this
And
course.
I sent it out. I didn't even make a members area for it. I forgot I didn't make a members area for it. I keep doing that because I've never done that before. I sent it out just by email, and it's all how I run my company completely hands off. All right? Now, you can ask Adam. We've talked about giving this course out or selling this course for this Hacking Direct Mail course for the last few weeks. This is a complete surprise to Adam. I'm throwing that course in. It's a 10-module course. It'll take you a few hours to get through it. So go through the Hacking Direct Mail first, right? And then when you have time, I'm giving you this bonus course. I put it in the members area today. And so for those people that are saying, holy crap, I don't know how to, I don't know how to find people that will do SEO for me. I don't know how to hire an account rep when I'm ready for one. I don't know how to run my business completely hands off and take 6 vacations a year like lazy ass Robert does. I want to learn how to do that. Well, you grab the Hacking Direct Mail course, and I'm throwing that in. Okay, there'll be another tab up here at the top. Adam didn't know I was doing this, and that's it. I'm done. Like, if I stay on this call too much, because we have a lot of cool people that are saying all these nice things.
Everybody's still
chat,
interacting here.
Like, seriously, I'm about to give my car keys away here. Like, that's kind of like when people are nice to me.
I want to cover something right here because it kind of built off what Robert just said here a minute ago. He's like, you'll go out and figure out how to do this. You know the easiest way to figure out how to do anything, do SEO, do pay-per-click, manage accounts or anything? Do you guys know the easiest way to figure that out? Any guesses on the easiest way to figure it out? You'll figure it out every time. Nope, nope, nope. Have somebody pay you to do it for them and set a deadline where it needs to be done. I guarantee you, you'll figure it out. You're all very creative people. There's a lot of resources out there. Somebody hands you money and you say, I'll have this done in 2 weeks. Bet your ass you're going to go figure out how that's done. You're not going to go on a forum and post, anybody got good suggestions on how to do this? I'm looking between this and this. You're going to go out there, you're going to get a few feedback, look at a few different forum posts or a few different blog posts. You're going to have 3 options. You're going to pick one and just go with it. It might not be the one you take long term, but you're going to figure out how to do that thing because somebody's already giving you money. There's a clock ticking. You're going to get that done for that person. You're going to figure it out on your own. I've done direct mail where it came back and I ended up selling something I didn't know how to do. Bet your ass I stayed up all that night and I got it figured out. I still don't know how to do it, but I found somebody else who can do it. Your job is to automate the direct mail, answer the phone at first, send out invoices, have money come in, take a percentage of that money, give it to somebody else to do the work, have that person give you proof you did it, send that back to person A, and repeat the process again until you can replace yourself. That is this in a nutshell.
There's no motivator like getting a check for something, for someone to give you a check for something that you don't know how to do. You go out and find someone to do it. But the great thing is, let's say just for round numbers, that check's for $500. You only got to pay $150 for that thing to get done. And those are just numbers I pulled out of the air.
Even if you have to go find...
I was about to say, even if you have to find...
need to go find the guy who knows how to do that better than anybody else on earth, and he says, I charge $500 to teach you how to do this. Cool. I've got $500 in my hands. I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to make 0 profit on this, but I'm going to know how to do this from here on out. You've already got money to spend to go learn this stuff. You guys are all very resourceful people. You made it on this webinar. Sell something you don't know how to do, but you know is possible. You'll figure it out pretty damn quick.
There's one more thing, because we've been on a call for 2 hours. And I knew that this would happen, man, when we start talking about marketing. And guys, thanks for hanging with us. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to answer your questions and everything, to just talk about marketing and stuff. But somebody asked me, she says, hey, you guys are great on the phone First of all, that's not true. I'm not good. Is there any type of sales training for talking to a potential client to call us after the direct mail campaign? Let me tell you a little secret. I suck at sales. I'm going to say that again. I suck at sales. You guys have heard me for the last 2 hours talk to you. Has it felt like I've tried to sell anything? No. I've just told you about our offer, what you can get out of it, and backed it up with, hey, this is what I do. This is how I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. But in the grand scheme of things, you guys are on a webinar. You know that this is a sales call, and I'm doing the little quotation marks right here. But am I selling you anything? Do I sound like a salesperson? No, I don't know how to sound like that. My secret for quote-unquote selling is just talking about something that I like to talk about, something I'm knowledgeable about, which is marketing. Right? I've been doing this for a while, and even the stuff, just like Adam said, even the stuff I'm not knowledgeable about, like I find out what I need to talk about before I get on that call. Okay? So, Mr. Cosme, let's say I haven't run Facebook ads since they first came out in 2008, right? Which I have. But if I didn't know anything about Facebook ads, and I called this guy, or this guy called me, and I'm thinking we're going to talk about me doing SEO for him, right? I'm all geared up to do SEO and stuff like that. And he's like, actually, I've been looking at this Facebook ads thing. It's really complicated. I can't figure it out, but I really need someone to do that for me. Do you think I'm going to be like, yo, Bob, you know what? That does sound like something you should go out there. And I can't really help you from that, but let me give you my competitor's phone number. He can help you with that.
Man, that is
hell no. I'm going to talk about Facebook pages. I'm going to talk about Facebook, likes. I'm going to talk about what I know about social sharing and everything. I'm going to get him to be comfortable that I know what the hell Facebook is. Hell, I'll talk to him about Farmville if I have to, right? And then when he's comfortable enough to, well, this guy's obviously heard Facebook, stuff like that, yada, 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 I'm going to go find the answer, and I'm going to, more importantly, I'm going to find someone that can do what he wants to be done. And I'm going to take the payment from him and then pay that person to do it. I don't care if, I don't make any money off the front end. When I deliver that service to that person, I just made a customer, and I just develop trust because he's going to buy more from me next week, next month, next year, and more importantly than that, he's going to tell, his lawyer buddy and the guy that runs the pet store down the street and that guy that sits on the board at that Fortune 500 company that needs a marketing service for them. So you're buying goodwill just by being able to talk about your profession, and whether you realize it yet or not, this is your profession. You are a marketer. You are a business owner. So no, the short answer to that long ass, the short version of that long ass answer, I've never taken sales training because I'm actually kind of afraid that I will start sounding like a salesman, and I think that me not sounding like a salesman has been my biggest asset ever.
And that's why I want to touch on for 1 minute, then I swear to God I'm done. If you guys get on these calls, I've taught this to people before. People are scared shitless on the phone to talk to clients when they call in. I tell them to go with it. Start talking to them. Start stuttering, whatever. Stop, regroup, and apologize. Be like, I just want to apologize for you. We're just getting started with clients. I am horrible at sales, and I'm nervous on the phone. So do you mind if I start over and go over this all again? That client on the phone right there, if they're a business owner or somebody that's been with the company from the start, going to instantly in their mind revert back to that time when they were just getting started. They were fumbling through everything. These people will literally help you through your sales pitch. They'll sell themselves and tell you what to tell them. Then you repeat it back to them, and they say, how do I get started?
Every business owner has to go through sales. Yeah, they all know what it's like to sell people because that's what they do. They're business owners. No matter what business you're in, a business isn't a business unless a sales. That's a great way to look at it, AJ. And I've never even thought of it that way either.
Address the elephant in the room and get their compassion. Move on.
Guys, like I said, I'm gonna try to get a replay. We might actually do another live call because. This has been a lot of fun. I know AJ loves to talk about marketing just as much as I do. I knew that we would go over the 2-hour mark. I really, really thank everybody that stuck with us on the call. Kristen, you've got to get in touch with us. Congratulate Kristen, everybody. And seriously, for everybody that came on board, there's a lot of people that was like, I'm in. I'm going to have the bonus stuff up for you in just a couple of hours. Guys, we're not here to sell 1,000 of these things, all right? We're not even here to try to sell 500 of these things. I'm not putting false scarcity bullshit on you, but when we start to climb up and over 100 copies, I'm going to be calling AJ and be like, okay, when are we going to shut this thing down? Because there is no way in hell I'm getting on a Skype call with 400 people over the next 2 months or month or whatever, how long it is. Because you guys know that I value my free time, AJ values his free time. So, and this training works so well that it's going to be within a couple of weeks that we're going to be starting lining up those Skype calls with the people that have gotten 4 clients from this thing. And I don't want to be on Skype all day, right? I want to be in my underwear watching Seinfeld reruns or out in the woods doing cool stuff or on vacation. So once again, thank you, AJ. Everybody thank AJ because he gave the most of this training, right? Thank AJ real quick. He gave the lion's share of the training. This guy knows what he's talking about. He's been doing this stuff for years. Badass. That's exactly why I wanted to do this product for him, with him. And, you know, if you got any more questions, drop them in the chat box now. I think we've kind of addressed really everything.
I think we've got most of this stuff. But, guys, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
First of all, just real quick, is this like a normal webinar you guys are used to being on, or was this actually something that's useful out of the box? That's not what everybody else is flogging. Did you guys get something out of this webinar? Okay, I'm getting
very
ton of
useful.
yeses.
Yes.
Now, do me a favor. If you want to say thank you to me, go out and use this shit. I don't care if you bought or not. I don't care if you got the product. It really doesn't matter to me if you got the product or not. No skin off my back. But if you'd please just take some of the stuff we talked about here and start doing it. If you guys want to get into direct mail and realize that you can do this year and 5 years from now, use the same stuff and still get clients and build a real business, I highly suggest you hop in this course, because what it's going to do, the course is $297, $390, I don't even remember what it was. Either way, that price will save you thousands of dollars. If you've seen some of the stuff me and Robert and done, some of the checks we've written to companies for stuff that didn't work out, I'm trying to save you guys money here. I know it sounds like a sales pitch, but I'm trying to save you guys a shit ton of time, money, and effort. Other than that, thank you guys for coming out today and sticking around.
Yeah, definitely. And what AJ just said, like, I can't say any better, but just reiterate it times 10, because I know that I've wasted, you know what, I won't even say wasted, but I've spent literally over, tens of thousands of dollars on different things just trying to figure out what it works, because I was a child or a student of, the Gary Halbert and the Dan Kennedy back in the day when they taught direct mail and stuff, and that was really the only way you could get out there. Was, that's what I cut my teeth reading and stuff when I first got online and started my business and everything. And even as a student of them, I dropped tens of thousands of dollars on harebrained schemes and crap and different methods that just didn't work, but I thought were cool. So what you're getting out of this for $299 or 2 payments of $199 is you're getting that experience of tens of thousands of dollars and 17 years of combined marketing experience of true in the field, in the trenches shit. That's basically, all I can say. Guys, thank you a lot. I'm going to go ahead and shut the webinar down, and we look forward to seeing you on the inside of Hacking Direct Mail.
Talk to you guys shortly.